Welcome to the second video in our Ensuring Data Privacy in SAP series. In this use case, we will cover dynamically restricting access to price information in purchasing business processes. In this use case, we will see how to protect sensitive price data in SAP MM, that is, Middle Management Module. So in the purchase order, you have the net price for every line item, basically for every material that is part of that PO. So you have a net price. The requirement here is that only authorized people should be able to see that net price on a PO, and unauthorized users should not be allowed to see that. The way I've set the scenario up here is that we have two users, demo user 6 and 7. Each of them has a specific product group, a material group, assigned to them. User 6 is assigned with L001 and user 7 is with Z-break. So the net price of the assigned material group materials can be seen by the user assigned to that group. For example, demo user 6 can only see the net price for materials that are part of L001. If he's trying to look at any other PO or any other material that is not part of L001, he should see a masked value. Similarly, for demo user 7, he can see the Z-break material price, but for anything other than that, he should see a masked value. Let's take a quick look at how this can be done using NextLabs. So I have already logged on here as demo user 6. I can quickly show you where we have the material group assignment done. So we have the attribute maintenance tool where you can assign attribute values to the user. For example, here if you look at demo user 6, mat_group, this is the attribute name that is assigned L001, and demo user 7 is assigned to Z-break. Now, let's take a look at the corresponding policy for this particular scenario. So in here, I'm going to search for EKPO. That's where we have our policy. Here is the corresponding policy for this scenario. These are all basically the systems where this policy is relevant. So here this is saying that the resource we are trying to access is the table EKPO. If we look into the data obligation masking details over here, we can see that on the EKPO table, net PR, which is a net price, and MENGE, which is the quantity, are both fields that we want to mask with 999. So here we have the condition, which is important because it states that MATKL, which is the product group, not equal to user mat_group. So this basically means that if we have any product that does not belong to the material group that the user is assigned to, then you mask it. But if this condition is fulfilled, meaning that the material group is matching, then you don't mask. So that's how this policy is interpreted. Let's quickly verify how this is done. So as demo user 6, I'm going to quickly check in the EKPO table. We should be able to see the prices for L001 material group products, but for any other materials, we should see a masked value. So I'm going to go ahead and sort this table first. As you can see, some of the PO items belong to the L001 material group, and we can actually see the net price for each of them. But if you pick any other purchase order that doesn't belong to L001, like this one for example, we have a purchase order that has Z-break material products in it, and the net price is masked as 999. So basically for L001 material group products, we are able to see the net price, but other than that, we should not be able to see the price. So let's also verify this quickly from the T code. So I'll just copy this PO number. This particular PO is having the material group as Z-break, so all the prices and the quantities should be showing up as masked with 999. Whereas if we look at a purchase order that is containing L001 material group products, like this one for example, If we open this PO, we should be able to see the price, and yep, here we have the price. Similarly, we can do a quick test for demo user 7 also to show that it works based on the attributes of the user. So here, demo user 7 tries to run the EKPO table, and he's assigned to the Z-Brick material group, so he should only see the net price for Z-Brick material products. If we look at this particular line item, for example, he's able to see the price of the line item. Whereas if we look at other items like the Z-frame or Z-handle or other groups, we should see a masked value. So let's quickly validate this in the system. I'm going to go ahead and take this order and look up OME23N, which is the purchase order display. So if you look at the line item details here, you can see that only for this particular line item 6, are we able to see the actual net price. But for all the other line items, we are seeing a masked value. So in this way, you can mask the unauthorized data so that only authorized people can see it, but everyone else will see a masked value. We have now reached the end of our second use case. Thank you very much for watching.